Right, based off the quiz that I've seen and the results from the questions, I wanted to create some problems to send out to you guys to review. If you have additional questions other than these that I've gone over, please let me know. And if you would like the opportunity to retake this quiz, also send me an email. So when I'm looking at this first example, a few things that I see that I need to do is I need to take my -2 and I need to distribute. So like when I say distribute, that means that I need to multiply that -2 into everything in the parentheses. And I also have a -1 in front here. I need to multiply that -1 to this parentheses. The only thing that I need to be careful of is this 5 is by itself. We're not going to do anything with that 5 yet. So when I do -2 times 5x, that's going to give me -10x. -2 times -1 is going to give me +2. So remember, a negative times a negative equals a positive. We're going to bring down the -5x, and then I'm going to distribute this -1 to 4x and the -1 to -3. So -1 to 4x is going to give me -4x, and -1 to -3 is going to be +3. Now I can combine my like terms. So my like terms here are going to be -10x, -5x, and -4x. So that's going to give me -15 minus 4 more. So that's going to give me -19x. I also am going to combine 2 and 3, which is going to give me +5. All right, so whenever you see parentheses and a value in front, you're going to multiply and distribute that value. Then after you're done, you can combine like terms. All right, so another problem I saw was this perimeter problem. So it says the perimeter of a triangle is 14x plus 8. One side is 2x minus 1, and the other is 3x plus 7. What is the missing third side? So when I do these problems, I always like to draw my triangle, and I know the perimeter. So remember, perimeter means the sum of all three sides. So we know that one side of my problem is 2x minus 1, and we know that the other side is 3x plus 7. They're wanting us to find the third side. So we know the perimeter is 14x plus 8, and we know we're trying to find this missing third side here. That's the side we're looking for, is that missing side. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by adding the two sides that we know. So we know 2x minus 1, and we know the second side, which is going to be 3x plus 7. So we're going to add those together, and that's going to give me, so 2x and 3x is going to give me 5x, -1 and 7 are going to give me +6. So I know that the sum of those two sides, so I know that this side and this side together are going to make 5x plus 6. Now I'm going to take those two sides that I found, and I'm going to subtract them from the perimeter. So I'm going to subtract them from the perimeter because that's going to leave me left over the third side. All right, so we're going to say 14x plus 8, and we're going to subtract 5x plus 6. Now, in the video, we talk about the fact that we need to distribute that -1. I'm going to distribute the -1 in order to simplify and make this so we make less of a mistake here. So I have 14x plus 8 plus -1 times 5x is going to be -5x. -1 times +6 is going to be -6. And then we're going to finish this by combining like terms. So we have 14x and -5x, which is going to give me 9x. And then we have 8 and -6. That's going to give me +2. So my missing third side that we just found is 9x plus 2. So you add the two sides that you know, or you add however many sides that they give you. You subtract that from the perimeter to find your missing third side. All right, so another problem that I saw that students struggled with was the one that had the parentheses squared. Now, when we say x squared, that means that we're multiplying x times x. The same rule applies here. We're going to take my parentheses and we're going to multiply itself twice. And then at this point, all I would do is my box method. So now that I've written it twice, I'm going to do 4x and negative 5, because it's minus, and then 4x and negative 5 again. All right, so we have 4x and 4x, so that's going to give me 16x squared, because remember, I have two x's, I add them together to make x squared. So then I have negative 5 times 4x, that's going to give me negative 20x. We have 4x times negative 5 again, that's going to also give me another negative 20x. And one of the most common mistakes that I have students make is they do negative 5 times negative 5 gives me negative 25, but a negative times a negative is going to give me positive 25. So now I'm just going to finalize my problem by combining my like terms. So this is going to be 16x squared, negative 20x and negative 20x is going to make negative 40x plus 25. And then finally, let's see, is that the last one? Yes. And then finally, we have some addition and subtraction combined together. So when we do subtraction, we only apply the subtraction to the parentheses that is directly behind it. So we're only going to apply the subtraction to this problem. But even if we do that, I'm still going to put my negative 1 here, and I'm going to distribute that negative 1. So I'm going to rewrite my problem. So I have 3x squared plus 2x minus 9 plus 4x squared minus 12 plus negative 1 times 5x is going to give me negative 5x. Negative 1 times negative 2 is going to give me positive 2. And then I'm going to combine like terms. So I have 3x squared and 4x squared. We're going to combine those together to make 7x squared. All right, then we have 2x and negative 5x. So 2x minus 5x is going to be minus 3x. And then finally, we're going to do negative 9, negative 12, and 2. So that's going to give me negative 19. Now, I hope these help you. If you would like to retake your quiz, please let me know. Again, please email me if you have other questions. You should be able to see which ones you got correct or incorrect. And we'll go from there.